This Demigod 611 center build is a perfect build for the park and rec. It gets a 91 3 ball, which means you're shooting over everyone, and also you get deep bomber, the best takeover in the game. You also get an 88 block before cap breakers, so trust me, nobody's trying to put anything up on you. And yes, I didn't even mention it yet, this build gets ball handled, so you can actually dribble as a center. Combine that with an 88 vertical, you're practically getting every rebound in the paint. Today's video, I'm giving you everything in one place. The build, the jump shot, dribble moves, dunk animations, literally everything you need. Before we get into it, drop a comment down below telling me how many cap breakers you currently have. I'm making more builds this month and I want them tailored to you guys. Without further ado, let's get into this Demigod build. Alright, we're in the builder now, and trust me, if you have 5 to 10 cap breakers, you're going to want to make this build. This is the meta build of this year, pretty much the best center build you can make, and probably the most fun build I've ever made on 2K of all time. So we are a power forward, which you kind of have to deal with so you can get the weight that you want on this build. You can run the 4 or the 5 on rec, and then you're obviously the center in the park. We're going to be 6'11", with the weight being at 214 pounds, and then the wingspan is 6'11", and obviously that kind of is weird for a center build. You're not going to really want a short wingspan, but in order to get a 91 3 ball for deep bomber, you're going to want this at 6'11". And as you can see with the physicals, you get up to a 79 speed, 72 agility, 83 strength, which I don't really need this year. You need 83 strength for brick wall, and with 83 strength you can +1 or +2 brick wall from silver to either gold or Hall of Fame. Alright, let's get into the builder itself. You're going to start off with the 87 driving dunk, which allows you to get contact dunks off 2, which is mainly the only dunk you're going to go for in this build. You're mostly a stretch center. You're not really a dunking center. If you want to make it inside, it's kind of pointless this year. You need to be able to shoot the ball consistently. So we're going to start off with the 87 driving dunk, and then also a 81 standing dunk, which allows you to get pretty much every standing dunk animation in the game, and allows you to easily make standing dunks, no questions asked. You're not going to get blocked. You're going to have a good meter, not a super fast meter either. And then you're going to also have an 88 vertical on this build. Ooh, not 90, 88 vertical, which allows you to get Hall of Fame pogo stick and allows you to get rise up on silver, which is, you can either +1 or +2 that. You're not going to really want to use that for this build. You're going to mainly be using your +1s and +2s on your shooting, obviously. We're also going to have a 75 driving layup. You're not going to go for layups on this build. Kind of silly. Then an 84 close shot. Close shot doesn't really matter. You're mainly going to be shooting on this build anyways, but that's just so you can get the mid-range to where it's supposed to be. And then the post control is just going to be at a 70 just so you don't get ripped in the paint. Then we're going to get to the shooting point of this build, which you're going to start off with an 88 mid-range. This is just so you can cap break, so you can get a set shot specialist on Hall of Fame and Legend. And you're going to also get a 63 3-point. This is where the build gets a little funky. You obviously need 5 cap breakers to make this build. That's a minimum. The other cap breakers you could pretty much be used anywhere. You kind of want to use it on mid-range, a couple cap breakers on mid-range. So this is mainly a build for 5 to 10 cap breakers minimum. Now I'll show you the cap breakers after we are done making the build, but that's just why we have a 63 3-point. It's so you can have 5 cap breakers on it and get it all the way to a 91 3-point. So you get deep bomber, and then you also pretty much can shoot over anyone on this build. Let's get into the playmaking attributes. You're going to start off with an 87 pass accuracy. Now, if you have a bunch of cap breakers like I do, you can put the cap breakers on your 3-point and mid-range, and then obviously put the cap breakers anywhere else. Now we get to the ball handle. We're going to have that all the way at a 75. Now, you don't really need a 75. It's just so you don't get plucked every single possession, because let's say you want to run the point guard for some reason, like I do. You can dribble up the court and not get ripped the second you touch the ball. Now we get to the speed with ball, which you're going to get a 67. On my build, I kind of messed up. I put it to a 68. Don't really need a 68. 67 is fine. You're not going to be running around the whole court with the ball. You're just going to be set up, or you're going to be set up on the wing, and you can dribble spam and get open. Now let's get to the defense, which is going to shock some people, but I feel like badges are not as important this year as they have been in previous years. For defense, all about how your attributes do. Now you're going to start off with a 74 interior, which is Kind of low for a center, not gonna lie, but this stat right here, 88 block, will make up for that, definitely. Now, interior, you can sit in the interior with your hands up and you're not gonna let any points anyways. But let's say you're going on a fast break to have a ball and you need a block. This build is giving you that block. Now, let's get to the steal. You're not gonna be doing nothing on the defense side. Let's say the center is sitting in the corner and the point guard passes on the ball. You get interceptor on bronze, and then you can +1 or +2 that to silver or gold. Don't really need that. You just need interceptor as a badge, period. Probably the most important badge on defense. Now let's get to the perimeter defense. You're gonna get a 60. Now, like I said, I have a ton of cap breakers. You could maybe move some stuff around. You kind of just want to stay with the 60 perimeter. Centers on this game are not at the 3-point line dribbling around. They're in the paint or they're in the corner sitting there. All you have to do, stand in the corner with them and have your hands up, and they're not making a shot over you, period. Now let's get into the rebounding. This is going to look a little low, obviously, but that's the point of having an 88 vertical. Vertical is probably more important than having 99 rebounding or whatever rebounding you have. If you have an 88 vertical and you're 6'11", you're going to get hella boards. All right, let's get into the physicals, which is the last category. You're going to obviously max out your speed to a 79. That is very important on this game, and that's what allows you to get 83 strength. Now it's going to say, oh, you have 1 or 2. You're just going to max out your perimeter, which gets you to a 62 perimeter. Just to go over the build again, this looks really bad as a build, obviously, but that's where the cap breakers come in. You have 5 cap breakers right here, and then 2 cap breakers right here, and then you pretty much have whatever you want to do. You can put cap breakers on pass hack, perimeter, interior defense. Oh, you could even put it on standing dunk or any of your finishing badges. But that's what this build is. And then once you click continue, the build's going to show Chris Webber, Tim Duncan, and then Scotty Barnes. Your build name is Mid Paint Playmaking Eraser. That's a mouthful of a name. Pause. But this build is definitely going to change. Your strengths are great instincts as a rim protector, efficient mid-range scorer, consistent threat above the rim, and a true dime dropper at the 4 or the 5, pretty much. Weaknesses, it says right here, 3-point shots are allergic to the rim, and then post attempts usually end poorly. Kind of hating on the build, but it doesn't really matter about post attempts. You're not going to be a post fader on this build. The 3-point shots are definitely going to be changed once you get out of this build. Once you hit advanced, I'm going to show you the cap breakers that I have on my personal build on here. Now here's the fully maxed out version of this build. I'm obviously a 99 with rebirth, but even without rebirth or anything, this build's still overpowered. You can easily max it out to a 99. Now, I recommend obviously using your 5 cap breakers on your 3-point shot. And once you get your 5 cap breakers on your 3-point shot, it goes from a 63 all the way to a 91, which allows you to get deep bomber, pretty much all Hall of Fame badges or legend badges. Now, if you have 7 cap breakers, which is what you kind of need perfectly for this build, you get a 93 mid-range, which gives you legend set shot specialist, which is either the best badge in the game or the second best shooting badge in the game behind Deadeye. So once you have your 7 cap breakers, you put it all 5 on 3-point and then 2 on mid-range, just so you can get legend set shot specialist. Now here's the badges for this build I personally have set up. I've been playing a lot of rec in 5v5, so this is the way I have my badges set out. I have Brick Sitter on Legend, which is a +1, and then I have Shifty Shooter on Hall of Fame. This is not really that important. I just have it so whenever I do a dribble move and I shoot, it doesn't count as set shot specialist, it counts as Shifty Shooter. So that's why I have it as Shifty Shooter Hall of Fame. And obviously you need Deadeye. I have it on Legend on this build. You can get it, you can pretty much have it as +1 or +2. I'd rather have it on Legend just so I can shoot over any center that comes near me. And I also have I Find Denier on Legend, gives me every block that I can get. Then Rebound Chaser on Gold. You could probably move one of these around and say move Deadeye to Hall of Fame, and then you get Rebound Chaser on Hall of Fame. I just like having it on Gold. I get rebounds regardless. And I have Dimer on Legend just because of my cap breakers. This would probably be like Gold or Hall of Fame badge for you if you don't put cap breakers on pass hack. Then I have set shot specialist on Legend, and then I have limitless range on Hall of Fame, just so let's say I want to sit on the hash mark in 5v5, I can sit all the way back and the center will have to come all the way out to contest me. This doesn't really matter, it's just 2 random badges. I just have a challenger on silver and then bailout on gold. And then yeah, that's my badges. And let's get into the takeover, which I have it on 3-point shot and then speed with ball. Then I just only have those 2. If I were to remake a takeover, I'd probably just take off 3-point shot and just have speed with ball, so I'm way faster. And obviously I have deep bomber as my takeover. People forget that this build can dribble, so for dribble style, I use Domantas Sabonis, signature size up KD, breakdown combos Giannis, escape moves Kevin Durant, hop and moves pro, crossover KD, behind the back pro, spin KD, hesitation KD. This is probably one of the more important dribble moves for this build, then as well as step back pro. This is personal preference. You can either use pro or Giannis. I personally use pro just because I like to spam it. I'll show you a clip right here of me spamming it. And then for triple threat style, obviously Kobe Bryant. Now let's get into the jump shot. This is the jump shot I've been using pretty much the whole year. Best jump shot as a center. If you have a 93 ball, best and easiest jump shot to master. I'm gonna start off with MPJ, Luba as the upper release, and then Zach Collins as the upper release too. And then for blend, I have it 70 or 50-50 between push and release. Release speed on 75%. Then the animation blending, I have it as 80% Beluba, 20% Zach Collins. Yeah, that is the best jump shot in the game for centers. For the dunk style, I have contact dunks pro contact dunks off 2, and then athletic one-handers off 2. For 1 foot moving dunks, I have athletic one-handers off 1. Standing dunks, I have regular, all the regular standing dunks you can have besides this one hand under basket athletic. But pretty much just get every standing dunk, and then also the pro big man contact dunks. You're gonna want that. For signature dunks, I have Giannis, I have Scottie Pippen. That's basically S2. You can also get Amari Stoudemire and Anthony Towns. I honestly might just take this one off. He does a lot of random snatchbacks for like the big tomahawk dunks. You don't really need that. And that's everything you need for my new 6'11 demigod meta build for 2K26. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 200 subscribers by the end of December. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.